Good evening, everybody. I have 1.5 questions, touching on the first gentleman's question and Mark's response to that. Is the council going to make the impact of the pollution and the traffic public? Because I've been trying for 2 years now, trying to get accurate and up-to-date traffic information. I live on Longford Avenue in Fareham, which is a moving car park. And as are many other roads around here, I'm not the only sufferer. And my other question is, how does Fareham Council plan for all the services that they provide? They're all stretched to the limit, if not beyond. Car parking, doctor's surgeries, we've already heard. The hospital, we've already heard. We're sticking a Wellborn in there, we're planning, or the planning application has gone in for Newlands. We've also got the extra traffic that's going to be created by the Solent Business Park and the houses and the businesses that will be going in down there. What are the plans? What are Fareham's plans? They don't seem to be public, they don't seem to be broadcast, easily accessible for everyone, and we're all suffering. Stretched resources, waiting weeks, months for a doctor's appointment, dentists few and far between, and hospital appointments are even worse. What is Fareham Council's plan for recovering from this?
Well, the first element of your question was about data on traffic and pollution and things like that, which the council gets in. All of the data for this planning application will go online and will be accessible in the council's offices. The consultation responses will be publicly accessible as well. So if the county council produces figures and evidence, the environmental health department will be consulted. They will produce their comments, and all of that is completely publicly available, always has been. It's the same for every planning application. In terms of planning for services, of course, there are many different organisations involved in planning the services that we enjoy. There's the various health authorities, the clinical commissioning group is the one that runs the GPs and commissions the services from hospitals, so that organisation is charged with making sure that there is proper access to health facilities. That's what they do. They are responsible to the Secretary of State for Health for doing it. In terms of roads, schools, etc., there are specific bodies that are responsible for each of them. Schools, the Education Authority is Hampshire County Council. They have a duty to make sure that there are sufficient places within reasonable travelling distance for every child that wants to be educated in the local area. So these things, they need to be provided. In terms of how the infrastructure gets provided, well, mainly it's paid for by developers. So it's when planning consents are given, agreements are entered into, money is provided, facilities, roads, etc. are provided. Now, of course, the thing that is different here is the Stubbington bypass. That is a road that we don't want, I suggest, developers paying for. We want to try and raise the money in other ways to be able to do it. And that, I think, is pretty key to a consideration of what might be on offer in this application and how people actually feel about it. I assure you there's some very determined effort going in to try and get the money that we need for instance, that piece of road infrastructure. Sorry, sir, but there are a lot of plans. If I'm going to come back to people, there's a flurry of people that actually want to speak. So if you don't mind, sir, I'm not going to keep coming back.
So what does Fareham do when these authorities are failing the residents in this area?
Well, what Fareham has to do is to consult all of the bodies that provide services which are relevant to planning consents that may be given. Fareham does not provide buses, roads, doctors' surgeries, hospitals, or anything else. What we have to do is consult the organisations that do, and they need to respond to us and say what it is that they would need out of a particular development, whether it's extra school places, money towards extra classrooms, whatever it might be, and then the planning authority takes those into account and then effectively says to the developer, well, if you're going to get a planning consent, these are the things that you're going to have to pay for. And that's how it works.